for your business and be open to something that's completely unique and different. Now, you're going to become much more inventive in April and May. It's going to be very hard for you to think of what that is right now. You're a problem solver, you're a thinker, you're a planner. So the idea, you're probably going through your head right now, like, what is she talking about? I think I know what she's talking about, but you're not going to know. That's how random and unpredictable, in a very pleasant way, that June is going to be for you. But what you do want to do in the next 3 months or the next 2 months, is this has been a 2.5-year journey for you that's been so difficult and depressing and sad and down, but it's been asking you to surrender and let go of what your plans, what your distinct plans were, and also around communication with others. So you are basically being asked to let go of your limiting beliefs that are not allowing you to be more of a teacher, more of a writer, more of a speaker. And have you ever, and it's letting go of these limiting beliefs so that a dream can come true. So I want you to take a look at, approximately 14 years ago, what was that dream? Did you have the idea of wanting to be a teacher, you're teaching for other people to teach, to become professional coaches, etc. But you're not just teaching that, you're teaching the technology of it. And Lord knows you've had a lot of issues with technology, but it's been a huge growth spurt for you. What you could teach someone like me or somebody else in the technology, like what venues, which avenue to go, what platforms to use, you would save them hundreds and hundreds of hours with what you've learned. Now, I would not expect to do this until February, March, okay? Because until then, it'll be really confusing. But what you do want to do is the surrendering part, the surrendering to your original plan. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Does that make sense around the confusion for the last year or so? And lies, deception, etc.?
So the piece that you spoke about finding, I guess, surrendering the concept of money and self-value and looking at how I evaluate myself and that self-worth piece in terms of finance and money, for sure.
Yeah.
And that the confusion is misleading, yes.
Yeah. Did you have people that you were working with that you were going to collaborate with on a financial level? You were going to share finances, or they were going to help you with something that normally would have cost you money, but they were going to support you? Did you have that type of scenario that fell through?
So probably about a year ago, I was going to buy a space, either buy or lease a space to run a fitness studio out of, and it kind of fell through. Thank God, because of COVID. If I had that space, it would have been really dire. But yes.
Yeah, because you're a fighter, you're a warrior. So if you surrendered at that time, if you surrendered to saying, okay, I'm not going to get this space, this must mean something, I'm not, because normally you would fight, and you would either fight for that space or you would just immediately turn around and fight for another space, because that's what warriors do. But if you surrendered to going, you know what, maybe this is a sign, maybe this is a message, you might have surrendered in a place of feeling down or depressed or just giving up for a few weeks, which is also the same as surrendering. It's just more uncomfortable. Yeah. Then kudos, congratulations to you. So what about what is the dream that you originally had? Because that's what is happening in the next 2 months. You're going to be completely letting go and surrendering to your limiting beliefs around a dream that you've always had. And how does that resonate with you around teaching others to become certified or to become coaches or become teachers or writing? Does any of that resonate with you?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So when COVID happened, I I used to run in-person group classes. That was a large part of my business. And when COVID happened, I literally within a week pivoted and put my entire group classes online. And I saw a lot of fitness professionals, people that I've interviewed on my podcast, people that I know from the industry, that were really struggling, right? As self-employed individuals, as you know, we don't have, things to fall back on like EI and all these other support measures. And I literally consulted with probably 5 different fitness professionals to teach them exactly what I did, right? That it doesn't mean you have to throw in the towel and start working in a different industry. Like, I can show you exactly what to do to get yourself to have not only something for COVID, but literally an online membership structure that you can then support your clients with hereafter post-COVID, right? And people loved it. And I was kind of doing like a consulting role, but it kind of fell flat, right? And I thought, who am I to be teaching the trainers how to run their businesses online? But I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of.
No, that makes total sense. So what I see happening for you in the next few months, and again, be patient with yourself, and this is a big lesson in patience for you as well. It's also a big lesson for you about multitasking, because before all of this, about a year and a half, about 2 years ago or so, you were multitasking yourself like off the rails. You were just all over the place, too busy, crazy, and too many different things going on at the same time, too many eggs in the basket, so to speak. And so this has curbed that quite a bit for you to stop multitasking as well. But the teaching aspect is perfect. So between mid-February and April, you're going to start meeting up with people, connecting with people, experts just like yourself. I would even reach out to as many people as you can, people that you've interviewed, all which already have an online presence or wish to have an online presence. Because if you haven't already thought about this, I see a collaboration where it would be either a website or a portal of some sort where people could come and watch maybe me teach yoga and you do a personal live training, and kind of like a minute, like you go, well, why wouldn't you go to YouTube? But no, because this is a small membership. It's a membership for the clients. It's a membership for the teachers, and it's a community, an online community where people can go and sign up to do live classes online and watch them after as well. This is something that the collaboration is going to take about a year or so, because there's a lot of website building around this. I know that you're very tech savvy that way, or you know somebody who is. So that's what I see you doing, and the people popping in. Now, what's going to happen in June is going to be very unpredictable, unprecedented. I wish I could tell you what it was. I can't when it comes with Uranus, but I can tell you that it's financially abundant. It's abundant even in other ways where you might have need finances to make something happen. People are offering to support you and help you. I can tell you it's unpredictable, but I can tell you it's in your favor. It's not negative at all. It's a lot. Not only is it Uranus and Taurus is around finances and self-worth and money, it's also in your second house. And second house is about finances, the money that you earn. Okay, so this is a new, reliable, unpredictable earning resource. How does that resonate with you with the collaboration with other professionals like yourself online?
So I'm in the midst of planning a wellness summit with a friend of mine that will allow for collaboration to actually occur on an online platform.
Okay. So you didn't tell me this, everybody. She didn't tell me this. I have no way of knowing this. I didn't see it on social media. So the reason I'm saying this is not to pat myself on the back like, oh, look at you, Holly. You nailed it. No. What this tells me is that the universe gave me the information to tell you that you are on track. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and this is going to be successful. That's the only way that I know this stuff is I don't